18-1 and off to their best start in program history. The 7th-ranked Creighton Bluejays were walloped on Tuesday, not by an opponent, but by injury. Point guard, team and assist leader Maurice Watson Jr. done for the season, meaning his college career is also over. Watson suffered a torn ACL in Monday's game win over Xavier. Originally heard it on a collision, but a few minutes later said that he thought he felt a pop. He saw him land. Obviously a non-contact injury, so a lot of people at the time thought that may be the worst. Watson finishes his season and college career while leading the nation with an 8.5 assist average. And his tweet to his fans today, "It's been a fun ride, really devastated, but it's about getting back, and my chase to my dreams and back on the court starts now, #Jays." And Blue Jays coach Greg McDermott also tweeting, and he said, "Devastated for Watson. His impact on our program has been incredible. His leadership will continue to be vital to our success." So how do you make up for him now?
You can't. I mean, we don't have to lie to each other. You can't make up for losing the guy who was leading the entire country in assists per game. And for Maurice Watson, you never get over this, I don't think. You don't get this back. When you're a professional basketball player, as you know, you suffer some sort of injury, you can sort of dream of next season, sort of regroup and go back to it. This is it. His college basketball career is over, and he'll be thinking about that 30 years from now, 40 years from now, what if? Because with him in the lineup, and Justin Patton up front, Marcus Foster beside him, this is a Creighton team that was great enough offensively to do whatever it is you wanted them to do. Go to a Final Four, that was on the table. Now, speaking frankly, it's probably not.
That's well said. There's so much on the line when you're a college competitor and a college athlete and player, because an injury like this, all of a sudden, it can be over really quick. It's going to be really tough for this team to overcome. We all know they had lofty aspirations in the tournament. When it counts, they were heading there. They could have really made a Final Four run. Without him, it's going to be very difficult. Still have a lot of talent with Foster and Patton on this team, but a guy that just sets the table and makes the game easy for everyone was so unselfish. Just a shame.
I agree. I think a situation like this, it's a reminder that tomorrow is not promised.
Mm-hmm.
College for me was the most special time in my life, as I can probably say for you. And I played a long time in the NBA, as did Wally. In college, you build brotherhoods and you build relationships with the community and with your teachers and with your fellow classmates. And he won't be able to get that back, But thankfully, the ACL injury is not a death sentence anymore. And with the technology that we have in today's age, he'll be able to recover from it. And we look forward to him having a successful pro career.
Yeah, it's sad to not see a kid like that who had just been so on the rise, to see what it could have been. Does this quickly, will that affect seeding as well when you come talking tournament time?
Oh, absolutely. You can remember back when Kenyon Martin broke his leg in what was the Great Midwest Tournament, the committee seeded Cincinnati accordingly. In other words, what are they without Kenyon Martin?
Because you have that record already behind you.
So what they're going to do now is they'll see how Creighton plays going forward. If it's similar, then they'll get the seed that this record suggests they should have. But if it's not, and it probably won't be, they'll be seeded relative to that.
Like a tournament team? Could they possibly not make the tournament?
They'd really have to nosedive, but absolutely the committee is going to evaluate them from this point forward, because that's the team that is going to be available for the 68 school bracket.